Good enough. Hey everyone, my name is Emilia Mendaño, but you can call me Yami, and this is Gaming Happens, my excuse to talk about the gaming stuff that matters to me this week. Thank you so much for your continued support. When I'm making my videos, I get a lot of nice things, and they become way more frequent, and I'm always happy to read what you say to me, and it makes me really happy. And I know I'm usually a joker, so this sounds very instead of disingenuous, I was going to say indigestion. And I know that I'm usually a joker, so it sounds very disingenuous. But honestly, it makes my day. Making videos wouldn't be half as fun without you. As many of you know, The Sims 4 was confirmed for E3. You know what that means, right? Basically, it just confirmed that I won't be seeing anything else at E3. Literally just The Sims 4 over and over. It could be the same shit every time. I'll still be like, ooh, ah, exactly like that. Sounding in the ooh, ah, over and over. So, you know, enjoy all the videos about The Sims 4 once E3 rolls around. Please don't unsubscribe, I was just joking. With The Sims 4 looming in the back of my mind, I wanted to share with you all my biggest wants for the game. Let us begin. I want the emotions to be done really well. And I know that's crazy to ask, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, jealousy should be spontaneous and uncontrolled until the sim is actually comforted, and it should depend on the upbringing and the sim's personality. Horny would be hilarious to include into the game. The trait horny. They're constantly down to just do it. It adds a certain level of difficulty to the game because that horny sim just constantly wants it, and he's got a job to do, but he can't think of anything else, so he gets fired. This is an amazing mod, write it down. Optimistic would be a great personality trait. I guess so would pessimistic, but I would never choose that one, obviously. With both of those, depending on the trait, life could be going to shit, and your sim will still have a positive outlook, or it could be going great and your sim's just seeing the negative of everything. Like, oh yeah, I got a promotion, but what does that mean? That means I gotta work more. Ah, negative moodlet. I want more things to happen completely out of control. I know that sounds really weird because people that play The Sims would play it to be in complete control. But no, I want situations that come out of left field and provide this type of challenge that I normally wouldn't get. Like unplanned pregnancy. Look, I know that there's a mod that you could put into The Sims 3 called Woohoo or whatever to add risky woohoo, but they should just include that into the base game. It's awesome. The idea that your promiscuous ass sim or your horny sim, the one with the horny trait, could end up with an unplanned baby and then have to clean up their act, that's just good storytelling, people. Or that your hardworking sim was laid off unexpectedly. That's terrible, I know, but it's not real life, it's a video game. And that makes it good. That makes it okay. All that uncontrolled stuff just adds a certain level of difficulty. Like, there's already uncontrolled stuff in the game. Like, you could get abducted by an alien, a meteor could fucking strike your house, you could get electrocuted. All of that adds a certain level of difficulty that I don't normally get because I am a master at The Sims. Usually my sim is in this amazing, well-paying, stable job, and they raise through the ranks so easily. I want to suddenly have tragedy happen in the game, but I'm not one to just do it. I want the game to do it for me. I want the characters to not all look the same. Is it just me, or is like no matter what, they all have kind of the same eyes? Am I the only one? Is that weird? I want the game to not run like shit. I want it to not take 50 hours during a loading screen. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm filming Gaming Happens right now. Can I call you right back?
Yeah, sure.
Shout out to Moaz, who's interrupting this. Alright, bye. He was in the middle of saying something and I hung up. The character creation screen that they showed off in that video is an excellent touch because you could just tell that it won't take a million hours to change a freaking glove into another glove if you want to. I really so desperately want them to not put the bare minimum into the first game and then release a bunch of expansions. I know they will, even though pets are so minimal that they could just be included into the base game. Let's be real here. Make pets better for the next one, please. I want more bad aspirations to pop up even when the sim is happy. Like, I don't care how happy a person is, you still want something negative. Like to steal someone's food. What? No, I don't know. That was just a suggestion, you know? I don't think people want to do that. No, what? I want attraction to actually matter. It would be really cool if there was a shallow trait so your sim would only want to get with like the most hottest sims. Like, two sims better be attracted to each other if they're gonna start dating, or else it's gonna be negative moodlets all over the place. Like, oh my god, I'm dating someone that's so ugly. And to flip it around, for that matter, I want sims to actually know each other if they're gonna get married. Not just woohoo a ton of times. Those are called hookups. What are you teaching children? I want to be able to buy a house, choose to not live in it, and rent it out to other people. More money. More money. I want more interactions to be I don't know how to exactly put this. Like, for example, when you have two Sims cuddling on a couch, but they could still, like, interact with the TV at the same time. I want more interactions that feel alive like that. Not just something like stand, walk, 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 sit, walk, stand, walk, what, sit, eat, do something. And I just realized, I never noticed this in The Sims 3, but tell me if you have. In The Sims 2, there would be this thing where Sims, whenever they walk into a room, they would say hi to the person that was in the room. Like, they'd just wave and say hi. That felt alive and cool. It was a neat little thing. And I don't think that's in The Sims 3. At least I've never noticed it. I want that in The Sims 4 again. And how about when Sims are in the same room together, they'll occasionally talk, like normal people would, and that will raise the social mood. No one is completely silent when they're in a room together just because they're doing separate things. And no one walks into a party without being acknowledged as existing. I don't want to have to raise the social mood by stopping another action. If you're living in a house with 8 people, your social mood is going up no matter what you're doing. If we're going to be able to go to space, we better be able to colonize Mars, EA. And not in a freaking expansion. You showed it for the base game. You showed it. Don't lie to us. In general, I just want The Sims to feel more alive so I can make more dramatic soap operas. Usually I play The Sims with the idea of making this one Sim guy, who is the son of my original Sim, by the way, died horribly. Horribly. Electrocution. Oh, also, I want more deaths. Like disease. Yes, that sounds so dark. Oh my god. Can we move past the fact that that is a very dark idea and go back to how that would make tragedy all the more interesting in The Sims? Random tragedy equals funner gameplay. Anyway, I usually just make that guy max out all his stats and I call him the most interesting man in the world. But whenever I do play The Sims normally, hell breaks loose. I remember one time I was trying so hard to get my Sim married. This was before the aforementioned son, by the way. I remember from the other ones that you could just talk, kiss, dance, hug, massage, kiss, 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 woohoo, make out, kiss, kiss. Boom, you'd be married, have a kid, whatever. But since this was when The Sims 3 first came out, they introduced that conversation mood thing, and I didn't know that. So I was just there making out with this guy constantly, and then finally a light bulb in my head. I was like, oh my god, am I supposed to sleep with him? Okay, let me try that. So I made the Sim woohoo the guy about 20 times in a row. Still no wedding ring. So I was like, oh my god, did I just get played in The Sims? And then I found out that I'm an idiot, and the option comes up after you reach the irresistible mood with the conversation, which I never got to, because if you stop for 1 second, the mood of the conversation just fizzles out. Oh my god, I am so into you. I'm done now. So I learned a lot that day. Remember, ladies, if he likes it, he better put a ring on it. By the way, I do want that mood during conversations to come back, but I'd like it to be done a lot better. I don't know how. Don't ask me. I'm not the game designer. I want the daily wants to go with the lifetime wish more. Like, for example, I don't want my Sim to have a lifetime wish of becoming the top of the business world, and then suddenly they get a little want of, oh, I want to skip work. Like, no, you don't, because you want to reach the top. I'm not gonna let you do that. Or for a wife to be super in love with her husband and then suddenly want to divorce him one day out of the blue. What? The trait system introduced in the character creation video is a good start because it makes sense that somebody that would want to be like a fashionista for a lifetime wish would be an artistic person. Like, that would open up that trait for them. Speaking of traits, I want more of them, but I want specifically for the negative ones to not be so extreme. Every single time I make a Sim that's based on me, it's all positive, because I'm not like a kleptomaniac. Like, to steal someone's food. What? No, I don't know. That was just a suggestion, you know? I don't think people want to do that. No, what? I'm not like crazy or brooding. Oh, also, I want more deaths. Like disease. So I end up being perfect in the game, like in real life. Add something small, like conceited, which I am. Oh, and give us better haircuts. Jesus. Well, that's what I really want to see in The Sims 4, besides the obvious of, you know, like more houses, more items, blah, 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 more clothes. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below telling me what you want to see in The Sims 4, and tell me a fun story that you've had while playing The Sims 3. I love sharing those ridiculous situations that happen. Right now, I'm currently working on making one Sim have so many babies in the town that he ruins the population of the Sims and they cease to exist in that town. What? Buy our shirt and become a patron at patreon.com/twinfinite. Please help us out. Okay, see you next week. Mwah! I kissed you.